Namaste. I'm Ezichiade. This is the Golden Circle Movement channel. Today I'd like to discuss my encounter with an angel. So, as you know, angelic beings can intervene in our lives when necessary. We don't necessarily know why, but I had a situation when I lived in New York when I met an angel. I was waiting for a friend at the train station, and he was late, and I was a little annoyed. And then I saw this lady in white. I believe she might have been Indian, and she was passing out these little leaflets, handouts for her studio. I believe she was a spiritual advisor. And she reached my position and she just stopped. And she was looking at me. And I said, I don't want whatever it is you've got. I'm not really interested. She said, my brother, I have a message for you from the other side. I just wasn't trying to hear that. I was waiting for my friend, and I didn't want to be distracted by some chicanery. So she took my hand, and then my other hand. And when she did so, it seemed like a zone of silence. I became aware of only what she was telling me, and everything else, all the traffic, all the people, this is New York City, they just seemed to disappear. And she told me that the relationship that I was in at that time would not last. And I would have a great awakening, and I would become a great teacher someday. So she told me a few other things, but those things have yet to come to pass, so I won't really discuss that at this time. But suffice to say, I was intrigued by her statements, and she said a few things that made me just believe what she was saying. She was very convincing. Although I kind of wanted to change the precognition, the timeline that she was advocating, I tried to save that relationship, but everything that I did was for naught. The relationship did fail, and I found myself on my own. And I did have an awakening due to my detox and the situations that happened in my life after that relationship dissolved. So it just seemed like, wow, everything she said was spot on. And because of that, it made me examine more closely my own spirituality and what it was that I wanted and what my goals were. So when you meet an angel, you may be like myself. You may not want to believe. You may not want to hear what the angel is saying. You may not even think this is an angel. This is maybe a child or an older person, or maybe it is a dream or some manifestation that causes you to really take notice. But I would say this: when we encounter beings that we are not sure what their intentions are, what their meaning, what the meanings of their statements are, we have to just accept it at face value and wait and see. My encounter with an angel was interesting because after she gave me the reading, she began to walk down the street, and I guess people saw her give me a reading, and they said, well, I want a reading also. And they were holding out their hands to receive one of her handouts, but she wasn't passing them out. I looked around to see if my friend had come up from the subway. He hadn't. When I looked back, she was gone. It's a long boulevard that she was walking up, and it curves. So no matter what, I would have seen her, even if she was a half mile away. If she had broke out into a sprint, I would still have seen her if she had been running down the street. she was gone. I mean, she didn't seem to turn in to any store or shop. She just was gone. So I felt that situation was very spiritual, very maybe some type of guidance from the other side to prepare me for my future role in this Divine Light program, in this time of the ascension, of creating paradise on earth. When you encounter an angel, take your time, listen. Even if you don't believe, even if you don't understand, just listen. Have you ever encountered an angel? Have you ever received some type of divine intervention? I'd like to hear your story in the comments below. Please subscribe to this channel and make sure you ring the notification bell so that you know when new videos are uploaded. So, I'm Ezichiade. This is the Golden Circle Movement channel. Thank you for your participation in this Divine Light program. Thank you for helping to create paradise on earth. Namaste.